sticking with the history theme, I heard on an earlier podcast you speaking about Dan Curry,
Yeah.
which forced me to go back and take a look. And I'm just going to do the first 4 rounds of that draft.
Yeah.
You had Dan Curry as I believe the 3rd overall pick in the first round, Packer Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
In the 2nd round, Jim Taylor, NFL Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
In the 3rd round, Ray Nitschke, NFL Hall of Famer. And in the 4th round, after long last, Jerry Kramer, NFL Hall of Famer. And that made me think, I wonder who else from that era do you think isn't in the Hall of Fame that should be?
Sure. I guess that the biggest outlier from that era, or just prior to that era, will be going in this year, and that's Bobby Dillon. And then you get into the Lombardi era. The one for me who I think gets really overlooked is Ron Kramer. And I don't think he's got a shot, unfortunately, because there's so much about numbers now. And when you look at his numbers compared to modern day tight end numbers, they just don't compare. But in the era in which he played, and he was one of the first of the great dual purpose tight ends. He really was a superb blocker and an excellent pass catcher. And so Ron's the immediate one that comes to my mind from that period of Lombardi's time. And then I think at the end of the Lombardi era into the 70s, Gail Gillingham is the other one for me that really should be. If you look at his All Pros, Pro Bowls, and I know that doesn't necessarily count for a lot, but in the period in which he played on bad Packer teams, under Dan Devine, I think that Gail Gillingham is, again, a name that doesn't come up often enough and probably should.